What's going on, you guys? Today's Thursday, and I just wanted to come on and hold on 1 second. Hey, you keep it down for a minute, huh? You see I'm trying to make a video. Can you keep it down? How rude. You know what I'm talking to? Who's that? You recognize that lady? Talking while I'm talking. Come down, woman. I'm joking. I love you, Sarah. I was watching videos, and but I wanted to make this quick video. um, I wanted to tell you about something that happened today. I don't know if it's considered dumping, part of dumping, or what, but it was a first for me, so I wanted to share it. I mentioned in the past that I used to run a Pop Warner football league, and the organization that I started, it was literally from the ground up. We had 20 acres to do with whatever we wanted, and so we started a Pop Warner league, and we started a pony baseball league, and so we built this huge football field with these huge bleachers and 5 baseball fields, and I mean, we turned 20 acres of nothing into this huge sports complex in my town. And so from day one that, I was there, I was part of it, that was my baby. And I was actually, I was more committed to that than I was my own marriage. It's sad, but I mean, that's how important that was to me. It got to a point where I had to walk away because it did come down to that or my marriage, and I kind of briefly talked about that some in past videos. But anyway, getting away off topic. The people who are in charge now, they were having this ribbon cutting ceremony because they were joining the Chamber of Commerce, that organization, NHO, North Hayes Optimist, and the Chamber of Commerce in our city, was they were joining each other, and so they had this ribbon cutting ceremony, and they contacted me earlier in the week and asked me, since I was one of the founding fathers, if I would come out and be a part of it. So that was today, and so I went, and I try to stay in the background, out of the limelight, but I got drug into it, and one of the lady that's 1 second. Watch out, Sonny. Move. My damn dog sat on my headphones and broke them. Damn you! Oh well, I shouldn't have left them on the floor. Sorry about that. The lady that's in charge now, the Chamber of Commerce folks, they got up there and gave a speech, and then she gave a speech, and then I'm way in the back, and she kind of calls me out, so everyone knew who I was at that point. And so the whole time I'm there, everyone wants to know what's the story of NHL, how did it start, what did it look like before, compared to what it looks like now, and just how did it all start. And they had, it was all decorated balloons and food and, excuse me, drinks and bouncy house and all that stuff. And so I was really focusing on staying away from the food. And so the whole time I was there, parents, current board members, city council members, Chamber of Commerce members, they were all coming up to me, and everyone wanted to know, like I said, the story of North Hayes Optimist and how it all started. So I'm talking, I literally probably told the story 15 times. People kept asking about it. And in between, I noticed I had a fruit tray. So, they had pieces of fruit on a toothpick. And so I reached over and I grabbed one, and I think it was pineapple, and I just threw it in my mouth and ate it and went on, and I took a drink of water and didn't think nothing of it, and I wasn't even thinking. Um, but as I'm talking to people, telling them the story, excuse me, I can feel it like, I feel like it was stuck here, and every time I talked, I could feel it coming up and up and up, and I wanted to vomit. So I was trying to, every time I would tell the story, trying to like speed it up, cut it down really short so I could stop talking. Well, as soon as I did that, somebody else came up and wanted to know what was going on. So at one point, I had the Chamber of Commerce and folks from the Chamber of Commerce and city council members, and especially the one that represents me in particular. They're all in front of me and wanting to know, the history of NHO, so I'm telling them. And the whole time I'm talking to them, it was so embarrassing. The whole time I'm talking to them, I'm doing like this number here, with my hand on my chest, like I'm trying to prevent myself. Oh, I want to do it now. Kind of like I'm trying to prevent myself from vomiting, right? So I'm doing this here, and I'm talking to the Chamber of Commerce folks. And they're like right in front of me, and I pictured myself just throwing up all on them, and I couldn't just walk away. I mean, I'm talking to city council members, right? So, I mean, what do? You don't just, hey, I'll come back and talk to you guys later. So, I'm trying to hurry up and tell the story, but it was so embarrassing, like I said, because I'm doing this number here, trying to cover up my mouth, and they kept asking me, "Are you okay? Is something wrong?" And I'm like, I'm okay. I ate a piece of fruit. I think it's just stuck or something. Um, so finally, I got done, and I was like, good. I could go find a place to throw up. And as I start walking away, this lady comes up to me, wanted me to tell the story again. So I'm like, great. I'm trying to tell the story really quick, but every time with every single word, I could feel it come up. So I would talk, and then I'd have to stop, talk and stop, and I'm doing this number here, coming to my mouth, and she's like, "Are you okay? Is there something wrong?" And I'm like, "No, I'm okay. Uh, I ate a piece of fruit, and I think it's stuck." And she's like, "Are you sure you're okay? There's not something seriously wrong with you, is there?" I'm like, "No, it's okay. I'm okay." And so I'm talking, and again, it starts coming up, and I just finally had to say, "You know what, ma'am? I'm sorry, but please excuse me." And I was looking for a place to throw up. It wanted to come up, but there was people everywhere. Um, in the parking lot, everywhere. And so I went to my truck, and to the parking lot to vomit. And right as I'm about to vomit, I noticed a lady and her little kid. She's changing them because they were having football practice. And so I couldn't. So I kind of getting that feeling again. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. Um, so I couldn't vomit because there's this lady with a little kid. So I opened my truck door, and I'm standing there in between, the truck door and the truck, and I start to like vomit, in the opening of my truck door in the truck, and I look over, and then the car on the other side of me, right next to me, to the left, this little boy, these two little boys, they were changing to their football uniform. They were looking at me like I was crazy, and it was just the worst feeling. I had to sit in my truck for like 10, 15 minutes just to calm down and not talk. And I'm sorry. As I'm talking, I'm kind of getting that feeling again. So I apologize. But it was just a really horrible feeling. And I'm really careful about eating and like chewing my food. I really focus on eat a little bit and chew, 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 chew. But for some reason, I mean, just without thinking, I just reached, grabbed it. I don't even remember chewing or anything. And so I don't know if it's still stuck or what's going on, but even now I kind of feel like I want to throw up. To throw up again. So that's what happened today, and it wasn't a good feeling at all. And I don't know if that's dumping, because I'm still a little unsure of exactly what dumping is. I know I didn't. I know the problem was that I didn't chew it well enough, and I know better. Um, but it is what it is, and so that's what happened anyway. I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that was not a good feeling at all, and it was extremely embarrassing. Especially when you're dealing with your city council members, and having to act like you want to throw up right in front of them. That wasn't cool. But it is what it is. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hope you guys have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you later. Take care.